There's a right and a wrong way to love somebody. Whoever I'm speaking to, you have someone who is struggling to move on after your relationship has ended. You gave your all to this relationship. You were genuine, giving, and they gaslighted you, underestimated you, and took you for granted, and then ghosted you. You were devastated, hurt, you cried, you focused on your growth, and you moved on. And just as you were ready to move into one of the best seasons of your life, you get a message from your past. Hello, stranger. The person who betrayed you tried to crush your soul, your self-esteem, wants to spin the block and reconnect. But why? Welcome back to Sue Space. I hope everyone's 2025 is off to a good start. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. I am grateful for your support. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and turn on your notifications to be notified every time I upload. Share the video with a friend who may need a little extra support. Your voice matters, so let's grow this space together. No one really talks about how hard it is to walk away and stay away from someone, anyone, who is mistreating us. And in some circumstances, it's not an easy thing to do. If I was taught that when you have a kind, genuine, healing spirit, you're going to attract a lot of damaged people, I think I would have jumped, skipped, flew past a lot of toxic people. You know, the ones who have mastered the art of breaking people's hearts for fun. When you're authentic, a diamond, a gem, you have to learn how to limit access to your energy and set clear boundaries. It's important to learn how to discern who deserves a seat at your table and who deserves never to sit at it again. Because there's always going to be that one shapeshifter you let in who appears as someone they're not, that sets out to treat you badly. There's so many reasons why family members, exes, friends, co-workers want to return to your life after they've stabbed you in the back. People are loud and proud about their disrespect, but quiet about an apology, and oftentimes they return after realizing they've chosen wrong. Let's just say the wrong person. They fumbled a real one, a good thing, and they want a second chance after they've realized what they've lost. Everyone does not fall apart after they've been ghosted, but that's what they wanted. They wanted you to crumble to pieces, to chase them, to prove your love, but instead you thrived without them. For them, the grass wasn't greener. It was brown, fake, and full of snakes. And now they want to run back to you because it didn't work out with their other options. You can't force anyone to choose you or to love you. So be mindful who you choose in love and in life, because you shouldn't have to fight or compete to be chosen. Young people, you are not an option. You're a choice. And you just have to love yourself enough to believe that. Because there's always going to be givers and there's always going to be takers, people who take everything that you're given and have no intention of giving you the same energy back in return. No more chasing anyone who tried to devalue you. Now they want to return. They want back in to tell you that you were the better option. They chose wrong. They slept on your energy. Well, go ahead and tuck them right in, and don't make this your problem. It's not your burden to carry. If someone doesn't see your worth the first time around, don't go bailing them out from the choices that they made, because they have their own lessons to learn. Everyone doesn't deserve a second chance, and don't be like me. In the past, I was given second, third, and fourth chances. If they are treating you right, they will see your value. If they were given little to no effort during the connection, what are they returning to give to you? And why did they give it to you the first time around? When your past returns after betraying or ghosting you for someone else, ask yourself these questions. Do I feel safe giving them my heart again? Or do I trust that they can handle it with care? Just because they want to come back in, that doesn't mean that they deserve you. Young people, write this down as a daily reminder. Add it to your list of affirmations. I will not entertain anyone who has to lose me to realize my value. If anyone's confused about choosing you or treating you right, they're not for you. And some people want you confused so they can manipulate you. It's easier for them to hide their secrets and true intentions. No one is worth your peace and dignity, so make sure that you're protecting your energy when they do return. Close that door and let them be someone else's headache while you continue to strive towards being someone else's blessing. Comment below, I deserve to be treated with love and respect, whether the relationship works out or not. Some people can't stand to see others leveling up. So if they hear through the grapevine or from their flying monkeys, or they're stalking you on social media to see who you're with or what you're up to, if I'm talking to someone who's doing this, the stalker, please stop. Because all you're doing is blocking your soul tribe or your true person from coming in. Let it go. The boot, the slipper, was not meant to fit. You constantly trying to stay in touch with someone who has made it clear that they no longer want you in their life is creepy. So now you remember how good they were to you, how encouraging, how kind, and that's good. But take that as your lesson learned to do better in your next relationship. When people see that you're doing good, they want to return to feast off of your fruit, your energy. It was your energy that was high vibing and encouraging, not theirs. But you took your power back. So now they want to return to attach themselves to you because you're winning or you're about to be. And they want to jump on the ship before it leaves and win too. For me, that boat would have already sailed the minute they lied, cheated, and tried to play mind games. I'm here to love and be loved, not to be lied to and manipulated. I'm not set up for that kind of energy. And the truth is, if I'm forced to walk away, then I've already given you enough chances than I should have. And even after the disrespect, I'm still kind. You just won't get the same version of me that you did in the beginning. You're going to get, I leave you in peace. Hopefully, you leave me in peace. But after someone betrays me, our connection will never be the same again. It takes a lot for me to block someone, but if and when I do, it's because I know exactly what they said and exactly what they did. Young people, sometimes people are removed from your life because they're not meant to be a part of your success. It's not balanced energy if within your relationships, you're always the one purchasing or preparing the feast for others just to show up to eat. Comment below. My love and energy is not to be played with. There's going to be people who want to return, to ask for forgiveness for how they treated you, try to compete with you, how they talked about you. And there could be people who just want to return to make amends, and that's great. But they could also be returning because karma is kicking their butt for how they mistreated your heart. It could also be a trap because their first attempt to destroy your self-esteem or control you in any way failed, and they're coming back to try again. Young people, use discernment, trust your gut. If you're confused as to why someone's coming back into your life, why are they reaching out, don't respond right away or don't respond at all. Go within. The answer is always within you. And 99% of the time we know the answer. It's just sometimes it's too painful to accept it. After someone's played mind games with you or stabbed you in the back, is the forgiveness more about them or is it for you? Is their apology going to be genuine or are they giving you, I'm sorry that I hurt you? Because no deceptive person is going to tell you the truth as to why they ghosted you or why when their hate didn't work, they started to tell lies. Forgiveness is for you, so don't be so willing to reopen that door. Forgiveness is for self. And I'm not saying that people can't change. I'm saying it's for you to decide whether the betrayal or the lesson was hurtful enough. You don't have to see changed behavior before you forgive. And forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. No one is saying that you have to go back to what or who hurt you. There's no going back to liars and energy vampires. Once you graduate high school, you don't go back. You evolve. Them coming back to love bomb you, to feed you a fairy tale. They want to spend the rest of their life with you. You're their person, all while they're in another relationship. It's for the birds. I will always wish someone well, but I also know when a relationship has run its course or it's just too damaged to repair. Comment below. Forgiveness is essential for my growth. They're coming back because they're bitter and embarrassed. They underestimated and slept on your energy, and how dare you move on and do better without them? They're coming back. They're coming back to sabotage everything that you've got going on because they don't want to see you level up. Oh, the jealousy is thick. They're not coming in to tell you the real reason they want to reconcile. They made bad choices. They said bad things behind your back. They need a place to live. They need financial help. They need a ride back and forth to work. They're not coming in to tell you the truth. They're going to give you their best performance, tell you how great their life is, that they're happy when they're not. It's rare for someone to dip backwards when their life is going well. You usually move forward. When people leave your life for whatever reason, and you're happier without them, take that as a sign. Because people who care about you add value to your life, not subtract from it. Whatever story they come back to tell you, go with your gut. Go with what you know to be 100% true, how they made you feel, what they said to you, and what they showed you in their actions. It's your choice to let them lie in the bed that they thought they made for you. Young people, don't give anyone your heart back after they've stabbed it. Some people don't know how to love, and instead of being vulnerable and opening up to love, they choose the weaker option and try to destroy it, making you question yourself and the love you gave. And I hope that makes sense. Comment below, when someone betrays me, there's no unfinished business. Our business is finished. There's a right and a wrong way to love somebody. People come back into your life with a hidden agenda. They want to reach out to talk, hoping that enough time has passed that you've forgotten everything that they did. I really wish people would put the same energy as they do into being toxic and strategic, into being loving and kind. Use your words to heal people, not to hurt. Because no matter what you say or do, it is a projection of how you really feel. Trust me, it's easier to be kind and loving than it is to be hateful. Young people, if you're struggling with your mental health and after a relationship ends, any relationship, you feel revengeful, bitter, angry, jealous, don't be ashamed to seek professional help. People are comfortable when they walk away from you, but they're not comfortable when you walk away from them. So remember why you walked away in the first place. And when they return, stand on your truth and trust your intuition. People will reach out from the past to see what you're up to keep you stuck in a repeated cycle, to keep you emotionally attached. They want to see if the door's still open, to test the temperature, to see if they can just slide back in. They want to see if they can trigger your emotions. They may want to argue or project just to get a reaction, to tap into your fears or trigger some old wounds that you have yet to heal. Those low self-esteem, low confidence, anxious attachment, abandonment wounds that seem to only rise up when you speak to them. Young people, make sure you don't fall for empty words, them selling you a fake dream that will eventually turn into a nightmare. That sweet talker energy, wanting you to go down memory lane to remember that time they bought you a strawberry. Don't go back to toxic energy just because it seemed comfortable, seemed familiar, because you deserve so much more. A genuine connection requires work, not comfort. So don't go back or reconnect to anyone who's trying to come back in to unbalance you or play the same games. What matters is not what you walked away from, but what you walked away with. Your sanity, your peace, and sometimes your life. Love is not toxic. It's the people that we sometimes give our love to that are. When you repeat the same cycles, you're going to get the same results. And if the lesson is not learned, it's going to be the reason why you attract the same type of people to your life that's going to treat you the same way. Oh, I know, because I've been there and I've done that, and I've had to dodge several bullets. Don't allow anyone from the past to bring their baggage and burdens to you, who talks in circles just to gain your trust. Some people want back in your energy to keep you stuck in a repeated pattern with them so that you can't move forward. They don't want you to see that you deserve better than the mess that they're offering. And they also don't want you to have any options. Young people, if someone gives you a reason to walk away, stay away. And if they return after doing you dirty, access denied. Comment below. I see the situation for what it is. When trust is broken in a relationship of any kind, it changes the entire vibe of that connection. And it makes it difficult to trust that person again. I'm not saying impossible. I'm just saying difficult. It's not ego or arrogance, it's wisdom. And you have to learn not to wait on an explanation or an apology to their disrespect. Try to remain humble, to forgive, but leave toxic people behind where they left you. It takes practice and patience, but it's a skill that you need to master. Growth demands boundaries, and we are not allowing anyone to drag us back to a position that we've already leveled up from. Trust me, some disconnections will bless your life, and we're not giving anyone the opportunity to return, to come back, to try to dim our light, to try to aim at us and lower our self-esteem because they missed us the first time. Young people, try to focus more on who lifts you up, who encourages you, what fuels your energy, and less on who's trying to re-enter your life to drain it.